Coach, Coach Terry talked about, his comments brought to you by Fashion Furniture, River Park, nothing like it in all of California. Coach, I know that was a bizarre first half with the basket issues, the shot clock, the rim, and all that interrupting things, but did you just lose the game in the first 20 minutes?
You know what, we just said that. I just said that to the guys just a second ago. I loved our effort in terms of the way we fall back in the second half. We played a really good second half. You know, anytime you play on a really good team, I think this team is one of the best teams in the league. They're an older team, experienced team. You can't give 20 minutes away. You can't give them away. Whatever reason in terms of guys not making shots, we got great looks now. We got great looks against a really good defensive team. They're probably the best defensive team we played all year. You know, but again, you have to have execution. You have to play for 40 minutes, and we've only done that one time in league play. So, I mean, we're working toward that, and that's what we have to do to win games in this league.
You got to within 5 in that second half, and you just talked about how well you guys played in the second half. But down the stretch, they're able to put it away. Is that just a case of having veterans, especially at the point guard position?
Well, I mean, their guard play was really good. I mean, Ike Meyer shot the ball extremely well to start the game. Dorian Green seems like he's been in Colorado State forever. He started every game. Really good player for those guys. You know, we knew coming in the 50-50 balls, the rebounding was going to be a huge aspect of the game. I think they had 12 offensive rebounds. You know, physical team, older team. But again, we can't give away 20 minutes and spot guys 18 points in this league.
You've got one more game without Braden Anderson Wednesday at Air Force. What do you need to do to be in the right place when you have all of a sudden this new team member and really a new team for the rest of the year?
Well, I think our team's excited for Braden. I mean, Braden's had a chance to. He's practiced only with this. Well, he practiced his whole year to this point right now and hasn't played in 2 years. But he's been practicing extremely well. He's going to be a guy that plays with a lot of emotion. We're hoping that he's a guy that comes in and gives us a little bit of physicality in terms of rebounding the basketball and defending. Gives us another interior guy that we can go to work with. Our young guys are still growing. I mean, Tanner Giddings, I think, has really made a lot of strides and is growing as a young post player. I think Marvell Harris, the way he responded, in the second half. Tyler's, done what he's done to this point this year as well. But, Tyler's our hardest working player. So, I mean, our guys are not surprised that, he's doing what he's doing and we're playing through him right now.
We'll go to George Takata from CBS 47.
Coach, how do you avoid getting frustration set in on this team, a young team?
Speak up, Mike.
Talking to the microphone there.
Sorry about that, guys. How do you avoid letting frustration set in on this team? You have a young team. You guys have been in every game. Are the guys getting frustrated? Do you sense that at all, or no?
No, you know what? We just, again, each and every game we go back, we know you can only keep this win with you one night. You can keep the loss with you one night. Our whole approach has been the same. We're in a routine right now in terms of our quick turnaround and prep work for the next opponent. I mean, we respect every opponent that we have in this league. We know we have quality opponents in this league, but our guys, they're plugging, they're fighting. They understand it, the challenges that we have ahead. They understand the growing pains that we've had to this point. We've had a lot of great teaching lessons. Some of those, obviously we would have loved to have had a different result. To have a teaching lesson with, a win would be a lot better than a loss. But our guys are competing right now and they're keeping their heads. Nobody's dropping their heads right now and we're staying together.
Going to Tommy Tran from ABC 30.
With that being said, what Coach had mentioned, Tyler, you look at the Mountain West Conference, you guys are 1-5. The way, big what ifs, but you guys could be 4-2 the way things shake out. I mean, are you guys encouraged by how close these games are, or are they discouraging you guys in the locker room?
I mean, we're never discouraged. We understand that this is a really tough league. It's kind of disappointing that we've been so close in all these games. But, I mean, our guys, they're never going to get, upset or hold on to these losses. I think the older guys have done a real good job at teaching the young guys that, I mean, this is a tough league. This is one of the best leagues in the country. So, if we keep playing the way we're supposed to be playing, eventually we're going to come in on the upside of these games.
And Coach Terry, with some of these losses, it comes down to sometimes one possession or 2 possessions. For instance, tonight you mentioned the 12 offensive rebounds, but some of them was when they came in terms of you guys cut it to 5 a couple of times, you guys get a stop, and yet either if you don't get the loose ball or they get an offensive rebound. How frustrating is that for you?
They're big plays. I mean, they're difference makers. We know going into this game that, as good as Colorado State's been this year, they've been excellent at the 50-50 balls. And even the night at halftime, we went in and they had 11 50-50 balls to start the game. And that's a big ammo. That's a big part of what they do. But our guys are standing together. They are. They understand, again, this time of year, it's about urgency. Our young guys are learning to understand that. But we're going to continue to compete, continue to battle. And, Tyler and I talked after the last game up at Boise. And we talked about, again, he said, Coach, I'm so, disappointed at coming so close each time. And I said to him directly, I said, Tyler, we're disappointed. And we're never going to stay in this program for being average. We want to be really good, and we're going to be good. It's just a matter of time and playing through it, and guys making plays and finishing possessions. But we're going to keep battling.
We'll go to Ricardo Cannell from the Collegian.
Coach, this is the third game that we've really seen opponents get to the foul line and shoot as many free throw shots as, Colorado State did tonight. Well, what do you guys have to do as a team to, prevent, future opponents from really getting there and getting those opportunities to score?
That's a great question. I tell you, we've talked about how important it is. I mean, we're an aggressive defensive team. Our team plays extremely hard on the defensive end with a lot of effort. But channeling that effort and emotion a lot of times, we haven't done so well over the last 3 or 4 games. And putting guys and bailing guys out and putting them at the free throw line has cost us games. Because teams have made their free throws, have gotten there, and done a good job at the line. We've talked about playing hard, staying in front of the basketball, and making guys make contested shots without fouling. It's just an area that we have to continue to try to improve and get better. I mean, we can't let guys at the end of the shot clock, we foul them and put them at the free throw line. But we just have to make a continued effort at getting better in that area.
And Tyler, you scored 12 of the first 14 points. Was there a little trouble with the rest of the offense trying to find their groove early on, or was it just, how the game plan went along?
It was just, there seemed to be some open shots, and the offense, we ran it the way we were supposed to. So I think there was just openings, and I just kind of took those shots and knocked them down.
We'll go back to George Takata from CBS 47.
Coach, I know Kevin's not playing as much as he used to. You were the leading scorer last year. Do you think you're going to need him a little longer, more minutes than 6 minutes and 2 points to start getting more wins?
Well, you know what? I thought when he came in, he gave us positive minutes. We're going to need everybody. I mean, every guy that we suit out, we expect the guys to be, prepared and ready for their opportunity when their number's called. And without any question, we're definitely going to need him. And we're going to need KO to be ready when his number's called, step in and make some shots. He got some great looks early. I mean, he had 2 completely wide open looks to start the game. And, and a number of other different guys had open looks as well. We didn't make those. But to answer your question, we'll need each and every guy. And we do expect him to continue to keep working and keep plugging away. And, at some point, he's going to have a really good night for us as well.
We'll wrap up with Paul Leffler from KMJ Radio.
Coach, you guys started out the first half. I know you're down 18 at halftime, but the opening minutes were pretty good for you. You had an 8-7 lead, all Tyler's points. That opening play, the backdoor lob, is that something you guys drew up ahead of time and planned to do on the opening possession, depending on what they gave you?
We put it in a game ago. We didn't really use it the last game, and we've had a chance to come back and practice a little bit, and thought we'd try to get the crowd involved early in the game and get him going early as well. And the guys did a great job of executing that play.
And Tyler, that wasn't the easiest alley-oop there. Did you have to catch it below the rim and squeak it over the top of it?
It seemed like it floated in the air forever, but luckily I was just able to get free and tip that in.
Can you give us a nutshell sketch on what you'll face Wednesday in Colorado Springs?
You know what? We're going to have another older team, team that starts 4 seniors, another team that really understands and has been through the battles of this league. And a team that shoots the ball really well, plays really well on their home court. Team that runs the Princeton offense, and they're patient. They run with great pace of play on offense. So we're going to have our hands full from a defensive standpoint in terms of guarding what they run and how they do it. We're just going to come out and again have an unbelievable effort on the road and continue to have our young guys grow against older players and an older team.
That's what the Bulldogs experienced tonight against Colorado State.
Thanks, everybody.
Coach Rodney Terry on the post-game show brought to you by Passion